Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Here we are again.
We are so happy to be here for
Stitch Line Friday.
exactly. I was trying to make it
Announcement.
I was trying to make a repartee between the two of us. Where I say one thing, you say another.
Okay.
We did it.
Yep.
It just took a little while because we're not very swift this morning yet. When Lisa was just saying she's just waking up.
I'm just waking up. Yeah, I feel like I still have sleep in my eyes, but I don't because of course I would have washed it out of my eyes. But
at 9:30 in the morning, it can get I don't know, maybe it's in the winter because it's sunny out.
Absolutely,
it's not that bad out.
It's quite nice today.
But we've really noticed that when it gets to be winter, we don't want to wake up as much, and we want to go to bed more quickly. And I think we're programmed that way as human beings. Our time clock, especially if we're used to being in the northern hemisphere. Kathleen, you're back from Costco. Yay! I don't know. The trip to Costco always seems to be so long for me.
Well, it is long for you because it's a good 45-minute drive.
It's actually sometimes longer depending on the traffic. It could be an hour before I even get there. And then it's so busy there.
Yeah.
Good morning, Sue Donnelly. I hope it takes you a short time to get to Costco. It's very important to be able to get there. When I was talking to Richard about Costco, he said, no, we have something else here. It's some kind of Mexican version of Costco. So I guess they have the same kind of thing.
El Costco?
I don't know. It's probably something like that. Loretta, hello, how are you? And howdy Tammy. Oh, good. She just got her new stove.
Oh, good.
Does that mean that you can cook us some scones with tea while we're talking to you?
Exactly. Get, turkey for next week.
Margaret Andrews here too.
In time to cook that turkey next week.
Yes, you'll be able to. Does your stove have an oven, Tammy? Yeah. Can you put the turkey in there this coming weekend? Kathleen says, fortunately, Costco is only 2 miles from her.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah,
quick
exactly.
drive.
Yeah, so you can go there for your regular little grocery shop.
Absolutely.
No, for me, it's a big deal. In fact, I just don't even get a membership most of the time.
You know what? I've never had a membership to Costco.
Do you mean that you go shopping there and you don't have a membership?
No, I've never gone shopping there. That's not true. Mom and Dad had a membership, so I went with them one time.
Yeah. I find it's really too busy for me. I just like the smaller stores, please. Not so big. Busy and big. Margaret Andrew, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to skip over you so quickly. It's really good to have you here too. And Marty is here from Lake Placid. 8 inches.
Ooh.
Yeah, I am glad that you've got some stitching to do. That's a really good thing to do when it's snowing. I can't believe it's snowing everywhere already.
I know.
In some places anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I think this weekend is the Grey Cup, football.
The Blue Cup?
But they're supposed to have 100 centimeters of snow. So,
oh no, for the
football game.
Yeah. Oh well, that's going to be interesting.
Absolutely, yes.
Jane Sawyer is here. Hello, Jane. It's good to see you.
And Tanya, hello, good morning. Sunny but cool in Arkansas. How cool is it?
We need to know.
We need to know.
Tammy says she can bake again without sending her elder, son or daughter downstairs to reset the circuit breaker 5 or 6 times. Sounds familiar?
Sounds familiar. Yes.
Yeah, Lisa was unable to turn on her heating the other
furnace.
day. Yeah. And she's also got the breaker problem. Yeah. So maybe it's the furnace that's got the issue. Because she said it's her oven.
No.
Okay.
I think it's actually the electrical panel, and apparently it's only 100 amps. So
oh dear. Yeah. Maybe you need a little higher.
Yes. I mean, most houses are, I think, built with a 200 amp.
Oh, you're talking numbers now. I'm sorry.
So
it's too early in the morning for numbers.
And I remember them. So
Joanne Cohen, she is here and she has 2 Costco's near her.
Oh, very nice.
Good thing they don't sell stash.
Oh. How true. But they do sell other things.
They do. They do indeed.
Yeah.
And it looks like, let's see. Oh, am I now way at the top?
Yeah, you're way at the top.
I'm sorry. Okay, good. Jean says it's sunny but chilly in Atlanta. Hello. Renee, good morning. In Northeast Washington.
Yep.
I suppose that means Northeast Washington State.
exactly.
Yes. I don't know why. The word Washington always confuses me.
Yeah.
I figured, like, maybe you're in Washington, D.C. Who knows?
That's true. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, gosh, this thing is jumping around.
It is. I think, okay, scroll back up a little bit.
Oh, okay. I will scroll
Yeah.
back up. Sorry if I'm not looking
yeah.
at you guys.
Yeah.
And Renee
Okay,
Cleveland.
there we go.
I don't think we've seen Renee yet. Have
We have? Yep, Northeast Washington. Okay, so now.
And it jumps again.
It jumped again.
Okay,
And
I have
so-
to keep hold of it. That's why.
There, Tanya, upper 30s Fahrenheit. Ooh, that is cold.
Ooh, that is really cold. Isn't
Yeah.
that like Fahrenheit? Yeah, that
Absolutely.
would be cold, cold, cold.
Good morning, Dorothy.
It's 19 degrees here in Iowa. It's about
Ooh.
minus 7 degrees Celsius.
Celsius, wow, that is cold. Going to put
Yeah.
up your tree on this weekend.
That's
Very
a nice thing to do because then you're active and you can keep warm that way.
Absolutely. I think I'll do my tree next weekend, actually.
Yeah, I've already got my trees
You
up.
do. Yeah, you got 3, but you kind of cheated because they're kind of already done.
I know.
You just had to plug them in.
Well, that's just efficient. It's just smart.
Just efficient.
Nothing to do with cheating.
See, mine is actually in pieces. I mean, the lights are on there, but it's in pieces. So I have to get Bob to put all, because it's a larger tree, the pieces together.
Mhm.
And then I have to fluff up the branches
I know.
and make sure that, one section matches to the other section so I can plug them in. So it takes a little bit of
It takes
maneuvering.
way too long, in
It
my
does.
humble opinion. I've got these little, 4-foot trees.
Mhm.
I've got them
They're
pre-decorated with
Yep.
some of my stitched ornaments
Yep.
and some really small little German, like, wooden ornaments. And that's all I've got left. I
Yep.
just didn't want to put up a big tree every year anymore. So my daughter came last weekend and stayed for the entire 4 days or 4 nights. And she wanted to have early Christmas with me because I'm going to go to Mexico for the month of December. And so she was so thrilled that I had put up these little lit trees. When she came in, it was 11:30 at night. Just before midnight, and the trees were winking.
Oh, very nice.
And they just came in silently and made themselves right at home. It was really nice for them, and now I've been enjoying them.
Absolutely. It's kind of nice at night to have the lights.
Oh, it's lovely.
Your overhead lights turned down so you can see the Christmas lights.
Yeah, so I've been
Hard to stitch that
enjoying
way,
them
but-
for like the last
Mhm.
week now, and I think that I'm having an early Christmas, like seriously having an early Christmas. Because I don't know what Christmas is like in Mexico. Mexico.
Probably warm.
Yeah. I remember Christmas in Hawaii, and there was a Santa in his bathing suit. It just didn't go in my brain.
Sorry. No.
It's true though. He was, and he was sitting on the back of a open convertible Cadillac kind of. So I mean, he was on display. He had flowers all over him, and of course, beautiful elves. Elf girls. Anyway, it was hilarious, and I thought, this is Christmas. Okay. Diane Murdesdorf is here. Oh dear. This is great. Chilly.
19 Fahrenheit.
So
Minnesota.
you and Dorothy live in the same place because you've got 19 degrees, both of you.
Yeah.
No, it's not the same place. It's very similar, though, the temperature.
Yeah.
And good morning, Lynn Burton from Norfolk. Very nice to see you again. Little wave. Tammy says the stove was 5 years old, and we were talking about the stove. Tammy's got a new stove. Okay, so everybody's up to date.
And 5 years old, that's not that old for a stove.
No, and anyway, at least you can now bake your carrot cake. Excellent. I love carrot cake.
Me too. With
Sylvie,
cream cheese icing
yeah,
on it.
exactly.
Mhm.
Sylvie's here, yay!
Yeah. It's been a while, yay.
No, it's so wonderful when people go away and then come back. Denise Hayes says, good morning from New Zealand.
Wow.
Lovely. I managed to get up early enough once again. I'm so happy. It's stitching weather here today, raining. Looking forward to meeting up with another fellow stitcher later this morning. Say
very
hello
nice.
to her. I assume it's a her.
Yeah.
Do by all means invite her to join us here at the chat. Any other time she can get up early.
Yeah.
Because I know how early you have to get up. Tedra. Gosh, I haven't seen you for a while either, Tedra. It's really good to
Yep.
have you here. Carol says, good afternoon. Sunny but chilly in Florida. Had to bring out a
Oh,
jacket.
A jacket?
What? Carol, I can't imagine. I was looking at sweaters yesterday because I thought, well, there's going to be some cool evenings in Mazatlan.
There could be, absolutely.
And then I thought of myself, and I can barely manage like 70 degrees. And I think maybe I probably wouldn't need a sweater.
Probably not. No, if that's the coolest it's going to get.
I don't think it's going to get any cooler than that. But even if it does, I mean, it's not like I have to sit outside for very long. So maybe I'll just bring, like one of those jackets you can fold up really
Absolutely.
small.
Yeah.
And then that'll keep out whatever wind there might be. Nancy Prutting is here. Prutting. Good afternoon from Chile, Connecticut. Is it 19 degrees there too? Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Trisha, good morning.
Good morning.
And Tammy says, apparently, we have a snow squall warning for the next hour.
Wow.
Have fun. That should be fun outside.
Donna's good morning from sunny Berkeley. It's sunny today there. Yay.
Yay, Donna. I'm so glad to hear that you've got some sunshine because it gets really tiring, all that fog all the time in the summertime when everyone else is saying it's so hot. You're just in the little chilly fog. So I'm glad you've got some sunshine. Hello, says Ella Meldrum. Louise Fossa, hello all. And Diane says, my tree's like yours. I would love a new pre-lit two-piece tree, but I don't want to spend the money.
I agree. And actually, my husband and I will probably be moving in the next year, like before next Christmas. So I don't think we'll move the old tree. We'll buy a new tree when we get into a new house. Yeah.
Oh, I can already hear your thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, when we go into the new house, we will, and then you fill in the blanks, right?
That's right. Yeah.
We will buy all furniture. We will.
Yeah. I'm planning on buying everything new.
So you're going to just like completely
dump
restart.
the old stuff, not pay for the movers to move it.
Brilliant.
And then
you might as well pay for new stuff instead of the movers.
Absolutely, and have the furniture delivery guys deliver it.
Okay, so basically you're going to replace all your stuff. You're replacing your previous life.
Pretty much, exactly. Except for I'm keeping my dining room table in China Hutch.
And what about your stash?
Oh, yeah.
You can't rebuy that.
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty
I've taken
hard.
a long time to collect all that stuff.
Pat Hankey's here. Good morning. And Sue made a good point. You might need a sweater for restaurants with air conditioning. Actually, from what I've heard, there's very few restaurants with air conditioning. I mean, they do have air-conditioned restaurants, but the ones that we go to are on the beach and they don't have air conditioning necessarily.
Yeah.
They have
because they're open window,
open right to the ocean. Yeah. So, but you're right. I should probably just take one with me and don't be so silly. I'm just thinking to myself, I hate bringing anything I don't need and schlepping it all the way down there, schlepping it all the way back, and it hasn't been used.
And then don't, because, just wait till you get down there and buy new.
I can go shopping.
You can go shopping.
Let's see. Dorothy says, I got a notice that my spindle has shipped.
Okay.
Wonderful. So you ordered from Italy.
Mm-hmm.
The spindle pincushion you meant, and that's really good. And let us know how it arrives. I hope it looks good. Renee says, my twins, 15, will be putting up the tree and other decorations over the Thanksgiving weekend.
Very nice.
See, that's why you have kids, is so you can get them to do all the stuff you just don't want to do. Like, it sounds like you wanted them to have the fun of putting that up.
I have to say, I do enjoy putting my ornaments on the tree.
I know you do. I remember you starting to put up all your glass ornaments.
Absolutely. It takes me days.
Yes. She places it all
because I put one on and I stand back and go, okay, how does it look? And then I put another one and I do the same thing. So it takes me a long time.
But it's your tree. You can take as long as you want.
Put the thumb up and go, measure it.
I think it's nice that you're allowing your twins to do that because I know it is fun, especially when you're a bit younger. Joanne Cohen says 19 degrees in Colorado. Whoa, got some sunshine, but it's melting off. Awesome. Lisa, are you keeping your husband when you move?
Well, yeah, I guess so. We're going on we've been together for, what is it now, 36 years. So I'm kind of stuck with him, I guess. Yeah.
The thing is, having everything new, it kind of is a little bit scary. Just have like a couch new, not your partner.
Yeah, exactly. I'm, husband and dogs will stay.
Nice.
Yeah.
They can move with you.
They can move with me.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
At least that's okay.
Yeah.
And her stash. So that's all that's
important.
My
stash. And my
your dining room table
suite.
and your hutch.
Yeah. Oh, and my china.
Why would you want your hutch? You never use that china or that hutch.
No, that's what Bob
But you
says
just
too.
love it.
But that china, I've been, it has sentimental value.
It really
the,
does.
The china for me because
I
my
know.
grandmother bought me Christmas for years
A
piece of china.
cup or a saucer
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
It is kind of special to have that.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
so I bought the china hutch to house the china.
So what are you going to do?
So they kind of go together now.
I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand. I'm going to throw a lot of away in the next little while, so I've got this let go mentality now.
Yeah, I can't let that go.
No, well, then you don't have to. I'm sure there's room for that in a new house.
I'm not going to buy a house without the room for it. So.
Exactly. Kathleen says her grandkids used to help me decorate the tree and take it down. Now they have their own lives and their own tree, right? Yeah, I get it. Pat Henke says, I'm going to replace the floor after water damage after Thanksgiving. I don't know about Christmas decorations yet. Well, I can understand that. If you're going to replace floors, forget about Christmas decorations until that's over.
Until that's over.
Yeah, good luck with that, Pat. Listen, we've had so much time chit-chatting already. I can't even believe it. We've just started. It's so nice that everyone's chit-chatting because we really appreciate knowing a little bit more about you guys before we get going on our little Victoria Sampler stuff with our model parade.
Our model parade.
What did you do this week again? I think she's been really busy.
I have been really busy. I've been preparing the next batch of grab bags. And
when are we going to release them?
Soon.
Do you think we'll release them? I was thinking that I would.
You wanted to do it today, but
I think we have to make sure that the weights are correct because the grab bags are so much heavier.
Yeah.
Now because there's more in them. So
and the postage rates have changed so much.
So we have to make sure the postage is correct. But if we can make it so that we know what the postage will be for these bags, and by the way, there's going to be a limit of 3 per order.
Yeah.
Okay. So that doesn't necessarily mean you can't order twice.
Yeah.
Just between you and I, between us. You can order twice, but because there's only 3 bags that fit into a box that's this high, which is the only boxes we have left also. So we have to use those up. And so that means that you can go up to 3 in a box or in an order, and then you wouldn't be able to pay for shipping if you try to put 4 in. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
It looks a little weird, but it's how we've set it up so that it's a little more even. And people don't order 10, which they didn't do that last time, did they?
No, but I did get orders of 5.
Yeah, 5, right. Which is fine. I mean, if you want to order another order, then we would just put another box together and do it that way. So, sorry, but in one shipment, we will only have 3 at a time.
Exactly, and we'll have a very limited quantity as well.
Yes, it's fairly limited now because we're getting to the bottom of our...
Getting close.
Yeah. But boy, are they ever good looking.
Oh, they're going to be really nice.
Okay, so when is we're thinking of, if we can do the measurements and the weights today, we might be able to put them out tomorrow. But I think it's really important to make sure that everyone knows. So you guys are in on it now, but by the time I send out the email, it will be later on today.
Yeah.
So we'll probably make it available tomorrow. What do you think? Let's see, it's Saturday morning for us. How about 9 o'clock in the morning, if we can do it? Otherwise, it'll be 9 o'clock the next morning. But I'll let you know via an email. If you're on our mailing list, you'll find out. It'll be either tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Pacific time, or Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific time, or Monday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific time, etc. Depending on how ready we are.
How ready?
Yeah, because I don't want to pressure you either, Lisa.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
No pressure.
Especially on Friday.
Yes, there's going to be no pressure.
I'm still wiping the sleep out of my eyes.
Tammy says she has most of the basic Christmas decorations outside and inside up already. Oh, you are an eager beaver. The tree might go up later. If I can find a way to keep the 1-year-old puppy, well, good luck with that.
Puppy monster.
The tree will be sitting on top of the dog kennels in the living room. Oh, that's hilarious. I can just see it now. Yeah, that's a really good idea because they can't reach up there, or at least let's hope not.
That's why I didn't put up a tree for a few years because
that right?
of my dogs. Yeah.
They just like getting into those things.
Well,
don't they?
that's what I thought. That they, especially when
Yeah.
my husband was working too. So now that he's retired, then I thought, okay, well he's home most of the day, so
He's in trouble. I
he's
think.
in trouble if the tree goes down. So
Tedra says is going to Europe for the first time for the Christmas markets
Oh.
needlework cruise sponsored by Silver Needle. Oh, they do such a nice job. And she'll be in Prague 3 days. I love
Ooh.
Prague. That's beautiful. Cruising on the Danube. Are you kidding? Tedra, have a
Yeah.
wonderful time.
To
Say
see-
hello to all our friends.
all the different markets along Germany and Austria. Ooh.
I know, and there's more, but I can't read it all out. So I just
Yeah.
think, Tedra, that's us. That is
Mhm.
wonderful.
Mhm.
What a great thing to be able to do for yourself. And I'm sure there's going to be people there I know. So say hello
Yeah.
to whoever. I don't know that they're going, but to whoever I know. She put up a framed Christmas pieces already, so that when you get back, you'll have an 8-month-old kitten. Oh, you really know how to spoil yourself,
Yeah.
Tedra. That's wonderful. Oh, Marty says, "Hola, boa tarde." I have to be able to read this, okay?
Yeah.
Hola, boa tarde from sunny and warm Brazil. I can read
28 Celsius.
it. It's not all in Spanish.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay,
Yeah.
it says the original is Portuguese.
Oh,
Dorothy Wendell, my daughter and family left today for a week in the Caymans.
Oh,
that is
very
lovely.
nice.
Yeah, and Renee, oh, you're here. Good, welcome. I would love to order another grab bag, but decided to pass on. Someone else can enjoy the beautiful items. I ordered 4 additional patterns to finish out the series that came in your grab bags.
aw.
That's so nice, Renee. Jeanette Douglas is our teacher for the project. I am so glad.
Mm.
Yes, do say hello to her. She was here actually in my house, looking around to see what I was doing
Mhm.
in my business
Many years ago.
Yeah, and she got a few ideas, I think, which is
Mhm.
great because she's a lovely person. Yes, do say hello. So we've got some model parade going on. We have a
Yep.
few models here. I think you really wanted to show one in particular.
I wanted to show this one because, of course, Thanksgiving is coming up for
American ladies.
American
And
down
they're
the
going to be
state.
all cooking turkeys and carrot
Exactly.
cake and everything.
So this is the Thanksgiving sampler. And I love the fabric. Let me just move it up. I like the little seams on it.
Yeah, this little guy here, this little medallion of the turkey, it's all done 1/1, which I think you're going to really enjoy, just even though it takes a little while longer than usual. And this one is the Horn of Plenty. And both of those little medallions are really nice to do. They're very satisfying and they fit really nicely in between all of the words and the specialty stitches. And we're just going to do a little dance.
Well, I was trying to see how straight I had it because I couldn't really see the...
You got it pretty darn
Yeah.
straight. Well done.
Pretty darn straight.
This is really a Thanksgiving sampler for the ages. I would think that if you don't have this one up at Thanksgiving, you've got to work on it.
Yeah.
You've got to get it and work on it.
And some of the previous grab bags that we sent out had some of this fabric in it.
That's right. So those people can really finish it almost exactly the same way.
Absolutely.
I know I taught this with at Sue Donnelly's Stitches Hideaway a few years ago, quite a few years ago.
Quite a few years ago now,
But
yeah.
it was, not only was it a success, it was so fun to stitch and for me to teach because they're specialty stitches, of course, but there's lovely scenes and it really went well in an October time of year. I think it was October, November. So you can still get it and start on it before Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Tedra. Say hi. That's good. I've been on a cruise myself and there were other people around, so they just didn't understand about the needlework.
No.
So it's nice that the whole thing is all stitchers. Okay, so that one is being shown. We've got a few other. We have one box that actually is not really an autumn box, but it's got autumn colors.
Autumn colors in it.
And I think you know this one. It's called Sturbridge box. It's got beautiful alphabet along the sides and KLM. Some of these, this little spray here is echoing the material right here, but you know, if you don't have this material, it still looks fabulous. And then of course the end of the alphabet and the top is upside down. And the top is like this, and it's got a couple of quilt squares in the upper right. I'm sorry, I'm doing the same as you, doing a little dance. And it's a scene that looks a little bit like the Sturbridge, the old Sturbridge village. The the little white church I really love too, and of course it's got an American flag because it was in the United States that it taught this. See? Okay, watch out, Lisa. Oh, okay. I love when it opens. And so this is the inside, and as you know, with these kinds of boxes, they're pre-finished pieces that are all put together with one piece. Oh no, this is all
several different pieces.
Several different pieces? Okay,
yeah.
She knows how to finish this. I don't. These are all things we have to learn.
Yeah.
And then there's a scissor case which is attached, and there's also
a little scissor fob, which is the spray again from the material.
That's right. This Sturbridge Village box, or just the Sturbridge box, is really fun to do.
It was really fun to do.
And it's also really nice as a frame piece. You don't have to do all of the stitching and make a box. Not necessary. But if you'd want to, you could probably manage to finish this as a box with the instructions in the leaflet.
Exactly. Now that I've got this like this, you can put the lid on.
Oh, okay. She wants to put it away right away.
Sorry.
All right.
You know how I like to have things neat and tidy.
Oh, gosh. Everything has to be even and tidy and like this.
Like, you'll drive me crazy.
Carla says, here late. That's okay. Glad you're here. Cold in, what's Sigfrid? We did this last time.
Springfield,
Missouri. Exactly. Walk dog Thanksgiving with family this Sunday. So nice. And then you're going to California. Well, that's really nice too. So you get
two Thanksgiving.
Yeah, really nice. And did we have another autumny kind of thing?
I don't think we have another autumny thing.
No, I don't think we do.
But, we've got kind of the companion piece to the Thanksgiving sampler.
They are the same size.
They are the same size. And this is called Mystic Christmas.
Mystic, we're showing you as many as we can this week and next week, because after that I won't be able to show you any models. I don't know if you're aware, but we're not going to be able to do our Stitch Along Friday from here. I'm going to have to do it from Mexico, and then you'll see a whole bunch of other kind of embroidery, I hope. So this is Mystic Christmas, and I do believe we actually showed this not too long ago, but it still bears repeating because it is really pretty.
It's really pretty, and it was a fun piece to stitch. I love stitching this one.
I also really love the lights on the ships, on the big tall ships, and the ships. What do they call that? It's a weather thing. This little medallion.
Mariner's Compass.
Compass, that's it. And then St. John, and look at, they're all celebrating with the lights all over them. And there's our Lord and Lady who are singing. All the bells on heaven they rang on Christmas Day at the morn. And this really is a lot of fun, especially for people who live near a seaport or who want to give something to someone who lives in that area, because all those ships are terribly nautical. They're not naughty, they're nautical. But the Thanksgiving sampler and the Mystic sampler are both finished the same way, because they're also the exact same size.
Yes.
So they're a great companion piece, which means that if you hang one up, you can hang the other one in exactly the same place.
Absolutely.
First Thanksgiving, then Christmas.
And then Christmas.
Loretta, yeah, I do. I think that's such a nice thing to do. Of course, here we have everything up all the time. So all the time. I'm going to have to check. Oh, Kathy Bird is here. Yay! So nice to see you, Kathy. I hope you're well. Marty says you are so clever. I just noticed the gingerbread village behind you. Thank you. I actually pushed them all together, but they're like in a row, so you can see them one after the other. And I hope that you would, that somebody would enjoy them. Thank you very much. I'm glad you noticed it. Marty?
Scroll down the other section there for me.
Which other section?
The middle section.
This section?
Yeah.
And what would you like? Oh, there, I see.
Thank you.
She just wanted to know what was going on and how many comments there were. Let's see now. Oh, we have to go. Carla is from Missouri. Thank you. Oh, I said something different, I think. It was Springfield, though, right? But it was M.O. Did you say something different?
I said Missouri.
She did. She's so clever.
For years of being in the travel business.
Kathy says happy afternoon. And Loretta says I keep Mystic up all year. And Dorothy's got the Thanksgiving sampler and the Yak Pack. It's here from when I get at it. That's good. And, you will get at it at some point, I'm sure. Tammy says she's hoping to stitch on Mystic Christmas next year. I've had the fabric and threads ready for a year now. Yes, Christmas gazebo takes a little while.
It is a big piece, yes.
Yeah, in fact, we have it here. I'm going to show it because you talked about it. And this is how it looks, which I know you know because you're already at it. So you can have a little star at the top for, I love this little cupola. And there's a little gold star at the top that you can
And
see.
I like the gold gazebo, the wrought iron gazebo.
Yes, it's got gold touches all the way through because wrought iron with gold to me looks scrumptious.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, of course, kind of covered with snow. Sometimes it's all snowing, sometimes it's not. And then at the bottom you get this beautiful piece of hardanger. The scenes at of the Christmas gazebo are not so enlarged, so they're not so they won't take you as long to stitch,
Mhm.
which is a really nice thing. But the gazebo itself is so fun, and you can stitch it with silk ribbon,
Yes.
or
Yeah.
maybe you can use some floss and make some lazy daisy
Lazy
stitches
daisies,
instead.
yeah, that
Yes,
would
I
work
know,
as well.
some people are not into silk
Yeah.
ribbon. Don't know why.
I know.
Anyway, so good for you, Tammy. Keep it up. Keep it up. What else do we have? We have that one, that one. Oh, yes. We didn't really show the
We
Christmas
haven't shown
box.
the winter box.
The winter box.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Of course, it's not a Christmas box. There's nothing Christmassy here.
No.
It just looks a little Christmassy because it's for winter.
Yeah.
And
It's got the reds and golds on it.
correct. And so am I doing this right? Let's see.
I think so.
MLP
Nope, AA's on here.
is here. There it is. Okay, see, that's how it starts. And then, of course, you continue going this way. G, H, I, J, K. So that's how the alphabets go on these boxes. And the top is really fun to do. There's a four-sided stitch all the way around the outside. Then there's, let me see what else is there. There's big four-sided. Oh, yes, there's the edge, which is something different again. And then there's the satin stitches here. And that's not hardanger. That's just beads in more four-sided. So this doesn't have any cut work, which a lot of people will appreciate if they're feeling a little insecure. Hopefully you will enjoy doing this one. I think there were a lot of people that did the winter
I think
box.
so. Yeah, and it also opens up like the other one.
Oh, yes.
Sorry. Gotta open it up.
We've opened this up so many times. The top is actually getting a
I
little
noticed that.
rocky here.
I'm gonna have to get a little repair job to it.
I'm afraid so.
Okay,
So you're
sorry.
going to show the inside?
I am. But I wanted to show, there's that. It's got a little pin cushion to
Little
it,
pin cushion.
which
And
is
it's
really
got a little
cute.
scissor fob, which
And-
is also adorable.
And then there's the box arms. So it's got elastic on two sides and wool felt on the other two sides.
Nicely finished.
Thank you.
And I'm not going to help you put it together. I'm sorry. I've got other things to do.
Other things to
You
do?
can just leave it.
You know I can't just leave it. That would drive me crazy.
No, that's your problem.
That's
Oh,
my problem. Thanks a lot.
okay.
But
Here
this one I
is-
think I can do. See?
Yeah, because it's a little bit smaller,
It's a
so
lot
it's a little
smaller.
easier
There we
to
go.
hold on to.
Mhm.
And finally, oh no, there's two more things to show. One of them is Christmas Village, one of our big all-time sellers.
It is a really good one. I'm stitching this one now.
Are you?
Yeah, actually I started it a few years ago.
And it
I'm not-
does take its time.
It does
doesn't
take its time. I've got the first row of the lettering done, and but I'm already down to the village part.
You're already doing all the houses?
Yeah, I am.
Awesome. And of course, there's the people in the village and the snowflakes, etc. Again, no hardanger for those of you who are not really that well versed. There's no hardanger in this one, although that doesn't mean you can't replace some of the lace with some of
That's
your
true.
own hardanger.
Mhm.
Because if you're well versed in hardanger, you know how to set it up so that you get your blocks in and you pencil them in.
Mhm.
It's also fun to add hardanger to anything you're already doing. So if you're at all interested in, a lovely piece by someone else and there isn't any hardanger on it, you want some, just put a border or put something at the bottom.
Absolutely.
Why not? As long as everything divides into 4, and I don't think it's just 4, I think it has to be 8. You have to divide your number of stitches, or cross stitches, by 8 because you need to have both one side and the other side counted for.
Yeah.
I used to think it was 4, but 4 won't cut it.
Yeah.
You won't be able to go all the way around and cut in between. So do count out in repeats of 8.
8 or 12.
I think it was 8.
Yeah.
I could be wrong now, you know. I mean, I just do it and I don't think about it. But
Yeah.
sometimes you think to yourself, am I telling the right
Yeah.
thing?
Mathematically,
Yeah. Maybe it's 16.
it could be 16.
Somebody would
Because
know.
I was trying to think, as you got the cluster block, and you basically have to have another cluster block on the other side with the 4 in the middle.
And
so,
they have to go both this way,
yeah,
not
that's
this
right,
way.
exactly.
And that's why I'm saying
Yeah.
8, because you've got those 2.
True.
You need
True.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Loretta, thank you so much. Donna says, I used the horse and sleigh part and made it into an ornament.
Very nice.
Nice idea. It's one of the things about my samplers. They have all miniature things in them. So they are fun to create into either ornaments or greeting cards or anything, really. When you want to, you can make a little sampler out of one of the scenes and frame it and give it to someone. And, I do have 2 more pieces I want to show. Okay. Are you guys ready? Okay. This is the piece de resistance of Christmas.
Yeah.
Another class. These classes are always really fun because they spend a lot of time on them, and Lisa spends a lot of time on the finishing. The bling tree, as it became to be called, I think it was called Oh Christmas Tree for a while, the bling tree turned into a festival of decoration. And of course the finishing is on a flat fold, right? That's what this is called.
Yes.
With one of those little ribbons at the bottom. And one of the great things about this is that when you get this week's iteration of the grab bags, you will find a bunch of sequins in there as well, which turn into beautiful ornaments with beads on top. Or here, I'll show you up a little bit closer. Let's see if we can get it focused. Come on now. It doesn't want to focus. In any case, you can pile 1 bead on top of a sequin. You can pile 3 sequins together and pile them up so that they're the big one and then the littler one and the littler one. There's so many ways you can use the sequins, so I hope you have fun with those and create yourself a bling tree of your very own.
Yep.
And finally, yes, this was the finally, because this is a New Year sampler, which I'm not sure if those of you who have not seen this would be really fun to create before New Year's, so you can have it hanging up during Christmas time. And of course, in the new year, there's some fireworks at the top. There's the dancing people and then playing the music. And Father Time being replaced by the Happy New Year baby. And you can see it's almost midnight. And there's the dancers with the balloons falling on their heads. And I just thought I'd put in the kind of a New York scene where you have New Year's in the city, because the ball floating down and all that. It was just a suggestion. It's not accurate, but it gives you a really good idea about what New Year's can be in your neck of the woods as well. I haven't done too many. I've done some villages, but I haven't done too many city scenes.
No, that's true. Yeah.
So I think I did one in Southern Garden. Did I do one with that one? Did I do the
kind of? It has kind of, and yeah. Yeah.
With the big, Southern Garden, not any of the other ones, because Southern Garden had some taller buildings, I think.
Yes.
Anyway, it's hard to remember.
It is.
Norma says, hello from Rochester, New York. We dodged a bullet on the snowstorm just west of us. Yay!
Yep.
Yeah, it's very nice that you're here. Thank you, Norma. And Marty says, it looks like the 2 boxes are the same finishing technique as the village Christmas tree. Village Christmas, yes, it is.
As the gingerbread tree.
Yes, that's what we call it, but that's okay. I know what you meant.
Yeah.
Is the gingerbread one. It is very similar. I mean, it's, 4 pieces flap open.
I think the tree only one side comes down. So,
yeah, but the rest we put together. But you don't have to. You can finish each one.
You can absolutely
separately. And the other thing you can do is you can leave off one of the sides of the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And make it a 3-sided Christmas
tree.
Which is definitely possible.
Yeah.
And I think if you do that, then, it doesn't take you so long to do the tree. But you wouldn't be able to finish it the same way. Yes, you would.
Well,
All 3 would have to.
Would. No, you could still do it that one came down.
True. And then the other 2 just stayed put together. Yeah. Anyway, I'd still love to see someone do that, because I haven't actually seen that. I've mentioned it a few times to people. So far, nobody's done it. Dorothy says, I've just done the cording to add to my bling tree now.
Yep.
Just about finished.
Very nice.
Look forward to it. Tanya says, I enjoyed stitching the bling tree. I still need to do the flat fold. The flat fold part can be a little daunting if you haven't done it before. You just sort of leave it there and you look at it and you think, can I do it? Can I do it? But just use the spray adhesive for this part, right? I remember that part.
I used the spray adhesive for the fabric. Yeah.
It's so much faster, and then it stays.
It's definitely faster, and because otherwise you have to pin it, and that takes a long time.
And each one of these, this one and this one, has two sides.
Yeah.
So there's really 4 sides glued together. One has 2 sides, and the other one has 2 sides, and they're glued together, so they're their own linings, basically, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right, exactly. And I think on one the back section,
Mhm.
I either left either the back or the front, extra fabric at the top, so it would fit in between the 2 sections of the back piece.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can see that this part here is longer than the back piece itself, or the front piece, I should say.
And that way it joins
It joins it like a hinge.
like a hinge.
Oh, it stands up really nicely.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Yeah.
Don't fall over. Anyway, those are our models for our model parade for today. I hope that you enjoyed it, because we sure did. What else do we have to? Oh, yes. We really appreciate everyone who bought some more of our village pincushion patterns. The village pincushion is a drum pincushion, basically, and we have just released it as a PDF. So it's just a quick reminder. We did that last week. So we got lots of people have downloaded it now. And if you haven't yet, don't forget, you can go and download it anytime you like.
And it's a fairly quick stitch. I mean, there's mostly cross stitch with a few specialty stitches in it. Really
fun. And some of the things that I have done are serious. You know, there's a lot of specialty stitches and you have to learn a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But some, like this, is just easygoing,
absolutely
friendly, lots of nice colors, and I hope you enjoy it. It's a really good project for the new year.
It's a really good project for the new year because it's kind of spring-like. So when you're tired of all that snow, you can stitch something that has a little spring to it.
And you know what I forgot again? Printing out this week's
pattern.
Yes, I forgot. I don't know what's wrong with my head. I know what it is. I'm leaving very soon, and I'm really concerned because, I haven't been away for a whole month before.
No.
And it does sort of make me realize that, I'm really used to all the things around
me.
Being away for a month, it's not going to be horrible if I forget something here, except maybe my medications. But other than that, I can get it probably replaced or just like do without, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like
buy new.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Replace or do without. But I still get this antsy feeling that I might forget something.
Yeah,
it's got to be done before I leave. That
you've been doing a lot of prep work. That's for sure.
Yeah. And actually, doing the prep work also included. I don't know why I did this. Buying a new phone.
Yeah. Yes, you did.
And the reason I did it now, I've heard that in Canada, especially around Victoria, we can use a 3G still, no problem. Whereas in Mexico and the US, you're almost all on 4G. And I couldn't do that with my old phone. My old phone was a 3G phone. Or that's what they told me.
Mm-hmm.
It could be that they just told me a lie, so I'd buy a
new phone.
But in any case, I got myself a Samsung S22, not the S22 Ultra, and not the S22 Plus or whatever, just an S22, just a normal phone, not a huge one. And so hopefully it'll fit in all my things. And this morning I spent a lot of time getting it all connected so that when I'm down there, I'm not left wondering what password I've got or whatever.
You'll be calling Lisa.
Luckily, Lisa's going to be here. I'm so thrilled. You're going to be here on and off, of course, not all the time, but and my daughter and her partner are coming to stay quite a few times, so I'm looking forward to making sure that they have enough stuff here. Because,
that's true.
They have to have stuff in the fridge and in the freezer. Kathy says, before I travel, I make lots of lists. Oh, you and I are so similar, Kathy. I have at least 4 lists going. So absolutely. And Norma says, just think how much fun you'll have shopping. Yeah, you know, I would really have a lot of fun shopping if my foot was completely healed.
Absolutely.
But because I can't get out that for that long at any one time still, my foot is still not healed enough for me to go out and spend and ramble through the streets, and which is what I'd like to do.
Absolutely. Although you have put a shoe on.
My shoe was on.
Yeah.
Yes, 2 days ago. I put an actual shoe
you
on
put an
my
actual shoe on.
relatively swollen still foot, but it was on.
Yeah.
And that was such a relief. I was able to go to a relative funeral and able to go with the actual shoe on, not some kind of big, you know,
bulky
post-op
Yeah.
thing. So I'm really thrilled. But I still get, my foot actually hurts when I walk on it still. So that means that, you know, the amount of walking I'm going to be able to do in Mexico is very limited. I mean, I'll keep practicing and doing my physical exercises. What do they call them? Physical therapy exercises. But unfortunately, going shopping, like I like doing, would require
browsing the markets.
would require a better foot. So that's another reason why I'm a little, you know, nervous, because I'm not used to not being able to go everywhere.
No, that's true.
That I want to go.
Yes. Yeah, you like being active, so. Yeah.
And so I want to be able to not go too far, not do too much shopping, especially in big stores, because I won't be able to walk through the whole store.
Yeah.
So maybe what I'll do is I'll get my partner to do all the shopping except for clothes. Okay? So if I need anything, he goes out and gets it.
True. You can do that.
Richard has got to do something.
Yeah, I mean, he must already be going out and getting his
he is.
groceries and
Oh,
things.
yeah, he's doing really well. There's there they have a rideshare thing that is not Uber, but it's called Didi or something like that. Anyway, it's really inexpensive, and he goes everywhere with the rideshare. Marty says, make sure you pack and use your face masks on your trip. Absolutely. Absolutely, Marty. Absolutely. It's very important to have them, and I sure don't like the idea of getting sick on a plane, for instance.
Absolutely.
And they, in Mexico, or at least where Richard is, which is Mazatlan, they don't allow you to go into a store without a mask still. So they're very careful already.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I like the last thing you said, Kathleen. Pack a list so you don't forget to bring things home. That is so smart.
Yeah.
Norma wants to come with too. You can shop for me.
Yeah.
Oh, Norma, that would be so fun. I do appreciate all your kind suggestions. It is a little daunting, but on the other hand, I'm going to be in safe hands, so I think I'll be fine. And luckily, my plane trip just goes from here to Calgary and then directly to Mazatlan, rather than having to do a bunch of stopovers and walk through airports trying to schlep my luggage along. So I'm very glad for that.
And as I said, you know, arrange for a wheelchair or something beforehand.
You know, I've been trying to do that, and I've been trying to go on the WestJet airplane website, and I look and look, and I can't find a place to do it. And then I was on the phone trying to get a hold of WestJet, and apparently they just had this debacle. So they had to cancel a whole bunch of people. So at that point, when I was trying to call, there was absolutely no way I was going to get through in under 5 or 6 hours. So I thought, well, I'll leave it for another little bit.
Absolutely, and
still on my list.
Don't wear good shoes. Wear your walking boot.
Oh gosh, no! I'd rather wear my shoes that have the softness in them. Oh.
Yes, but if you're wearing your walking boot, then you can get the wheelchair.
Oh, I see. I can use it.
That's right.
It will be my ticket into getting on the plane early.
Exactly.
Now there's an idea.
Yeah.
I can look really pathetic too.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, and take a cane, right?
Take a cane. Mom said it worked like a hot damn when she went to the UK in the summer.
Well, it is nice to have the ability to actually show them that yes, it's still hurting, even though you know if I go around in my regular shoes, they might not know.
Absolutely.
Carla says, I'm looking forward to you posting Mexican embroidery.
Yeah.
I hope I can too. Absolutely. Well, I think that's all we have for today.
I think so, yeah.
I will post the new Stitch Along portion ASAP before I go for lunch with my friend. And it's not this one. This is the one that's still left here.
From a couple of weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. I'm going to take this in there so I remember to go to my computer and make sure that I have that next week. Will be the final one for November.
Yeah.
And then there will be, I've got them ready to be posted If I do a live stream when I'm in Mazatlan, which I hope I can, pretty sure I can, then I will also post from there the December version of, because it's going to be the last day, the Sunday, of the little cat, and the cat gets the choice to have a house or a church to go to. So that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I hope you have a wonderful. Yes, Marty, we are chatting next week. Remember, this is Canada. And we don't have a Thanksgiving, so if you are too busy eating and drinking and having a Thanksgiving, don't worry about it, of course. But we'll be here next Friday.
We'll be here next Friday, and then the following Friday, Thea will be in Mexico.
Yes, so hopefully I'll be able to do something from there.
Yeah.
But if not, I'll make sure I type it in.
Exactly, but I won't be there.
No, she's not going to Mexico.
I'm not going to
I
Mexico.
might have to take you next time, don't you think?
Yeah, maybe.
That would be nice.
Sounds like a good plan.
Then I'll be able to walk with you and we can shop like crazy.
Absolutely. That sounds like a good idea.
I hope you all have a wonderful week.
Yeah.
And I'll let you know by email, by the newsletter email, to let you know when our new grab bags are ready to order. So you all have a chance if you want them. And by the way, there's going to be enough for everyone, I'm pretty sure. Last time we had 3 hours and hundreds were gone.
Yeah.
But we don't have as many this time. So I have a pretty good feeling that you'll all get the chance to get some.
Exactly, but they're probably going to be gone within an hour, I would think.
I'm guessing a day, but that's just me.
Yeah.
What do I know?
I think they're going to be gone a lot sooner than what you think.
You know what? We can have a bet. We
Okay.
can see how quickly they're gone.
Okay.
I say a day, and that means 24 hours.
No, and I
And you
say an hour.
An hour? Okay.
Yeah.
So whichever one is closest to, what do we get if we win the bet?
I think we go out for lunch.
Okay, we take each other out for lunch. That sounds
Yeah.
good. Otherwise, you pay or I pay.
Yeah, that's right.
Deal.
Exactly.
Happy Thanksgiving to all of you, those of you who are in the U.S. And if you're not, make sure that you're grateful for all the things that are in our lives that we feel add to our lives. Because it's one of the things that is Thanksgiving, is to be grateful. And
Absolutely.
To be thankful for what we have. So
Yeah.
you don't need to have a Thanksgiving feast or be in the U.S. to do that.
Absolutely.
Love you all,
Yep.
and we'll see you. Oh, I've got to end the video, don't I?
You do have to end the video. Otherwise, it just keeps on running
I
and
know,
running and running.
Okay.
And we won't be here. So
See you next week.
see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.